All right, let's move on to the second P, progress. A few years ago, I came across a book called The Progress Principle, and it was written by a couple of folks from Harvard. But first, right? Pretty brutal, yeah? So when we talk about engagement, it's what I call it's a choice. It's the investment of energy, talent, and care that people put into any endeavor. And it forms that nice little memorable acronym, etc., which is that little extra. Okay? Now, we all know, because we read all kinds of things about engagement. Engagement, good. Disengagement, bad. Right? And I won't bore you with all the research. If you're interested, you can go take a look at it on the internet. The problem is that we have, where is it? Here it is. 1 in 4 people are actively disengaged, right? According to Gallup. They're not only just not grooving at work, they're taking everybody down with them, right? You know people like that? Okay. So look around you, and if it's not the person next to you, or the 2 people on the other side of you, I'm just kidding. So what happens when you have a disengaged workforce? Oh my goodness. Right? That other slide took me 2 hours, this took me 4 hours. So, you better like it. Right? You have basically the walking dead at your workplace. Morning, Joe. Morning, Fred. Right? You ever been stuck in a room with some of these people? It's brutal. Right? No good. What do we do about it? Well, I have a solution. Teresa Mavallet is the director of research at Harvard Business Review, and she did an amazing study a few years ago where she tried to discover what is it that takes place every day in the trenches that makes the difference between engaged, high-performing, creative, collaborative, collegial cultures and the opposite. And here's what she found. She asked the participants in her research to send her a daily diary every day and amassed over 12,000 of these things over a period of months. And what she found was a dynamic called inner work life, which is nothing more than the combination of our perceptions, motivations, and emotions. So if you're walking down the hall at work and you see everybody in your department is celebrating someone's birthday, and you're looking in like, what's your emotion? Well, your perception is, right, you observe that. Your perception is sad, frustrated, angry, resentful, confused. In that mind state, will you be motivated to go back to work and give it your all? Probably not, right? And this happens all day, every day. It's very fluid, this inner work life. And what they discovered was that when inner work life is positive, when people have positive perceptions, pleasant emotions, and are intrinsically motivated by the nature of the work they're doing, it drives performance on four levels. Creativity is higher, productivity is higher, commitment is higher, and collegiality is higher. That's great. Good, got it. It begs the question, though, if high inner work life or elevated work life drives performance in a positive direction, what's the next logical question? How do you drive inner work life? Okay? And what they found was interesting. They found that the number one driver of inner work life, i.e. the number one driver of performance and engagement, wasn't respect, wasn't a paycheck. It was this idea of making progress on meaningful work. As a matter of fact, when people reported making progress on meaningful work, it far and away was the number one driver when people reported having high inner work life days, doing their best work, enjoying the work the most. Okay?